Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin. Behind the camera we got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we are going to get into some stat picks, flip through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and address some viewer questions from the YouTube comments section. As always, if you see anything you like, you can hit the DMs on Instagram. You can give the shop a ring, or you can just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. And what do we have for you in store? We have my staff picks, some original goddamn 60s pressings of the Velvet Underground's second and third album, respectively. Can't believe these are still here. I mean, I guess I can, because they're expensive. Mm-hmm. People don't got money right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. But man, if you could drop real cash on any record in the world, these are two really good ones to have. We have the Closet Mix, which is the lore, you know the lore on this one?
Don't.
Apparently Lou Reed didn't like the mix of the record, so he ran into the closet with the mix and mixed it himself, and it's hella quiet. Real nice, intimate sounding, not a lot of effects on everything. Really terrific sounding. And I've said this in the past, but I'm going to reiterate. This is, I think, my favorite guitar album of all time. It's so disgusting how they got these tones in 1968. There's no precedent for it. It's so insane. It's one of the most unhinged sounding guitar records of all time, and I mean, I don't know. It's like boring if you liking the Velvet Underground. Being a Velvet Underground fan is kind of suffering, because it's like being like if The Godfather is your favorite movie. It's like, yeah, no one cares. They're so celebrated. They're so talked about. But sincerely, can't say enough good things about those records. But I think maybe there's a band you were saying you like more than that.
Than the Velvet Underground?
Yeah.
Well, what's the thing about Velvet Underground? They're like from New York or whatever?
Yeah.
They're like New York rock?
They were the only band that ever come from New York.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, right?
Right.
From 68?
Yeah, no, they made this music, and I think maybe they weren't a very big commercial success.
No, never.
So no other New York band started.
Yeah. But then a little band from New York, right?
Well, first of all, you had the Y2K bug. People were scared of that.
Yes.
And then just shortly after that.
Shortly after that, 5 guys, let's just say I assume they're fashion art students.
Sure, you can assume that.
They just picked up some guitars and went, oh, this is probably easy.
5 industry plants.
Yes. And they made this record, Is This It, by The Strokes. It's not always doom and gloom with me.
Yeah.
It's not always harsh noise attacks.
Yeah. Sometimes it's indie sleaze.
Yeah, sometimes it's indie sleaze. And if you're lucky enough to be in the store as I'm blasting that, probably having a good time.
Yeah, you got to give it to him. That is an enduring classic. It's one of the few post 2000s records I have to begrudgingly acknowledge exist.
Yeah.
It is just that good.
Yes.
I don't know why, I don't know how. If the Strokes are a big deal to you, or if they're largely influential or important, I probably think you're a very low IQ person and don't respect you on a deep level, on a spiritual level. I feel like you're soulless.
Thank you.
But it is a good album still. It is a very good record.
Yes, it's very good.
It means a lot to me. They're my favorite band.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're the only good band from New York.
No one had the idea.
Dude, it's kind of crazy to think.
I guess. So let's New York bands. Let's think about it. There's the Velvet Underground.
Yes. The Strokes.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'll think of. Let's flip through some records. I'll think about some more.
we'll think about it. All right, sounds good.
All right. Before we answer the week's YouTube question, I have an impression I'd like to try.
Okay.
It's if a toddler was a teenage boy.
All right.
Dude, I've been fucking with that Baby Shark song like heavy. That's it.
That's a good impression.
Thanks.
I like that a lot.
Thank you. I've been working really hard on it.
What was the bit we had earlier?
I don't know.
Oh my God, we had a bit. Oh no, I forgot. When I was leaving.
Well, get into the question and we'll
remember. We'll remember. I'll remember it at some point.
I don't think you will.
I will. Watch this. At Sean the Bastard 38 asks, you mentioned Lip Cream. Any other Japanese hardcore you could recommend other than Gaz and Gizm?
This is a great question.
Yes.
Want to go band for band on this one?
You're better than me at this.
I am better than you. Thank you for acknowledging that. Finally,
nope,
finally,
nope.
I get the acknowledgement.
Nope, you're not better than me. I'm saying you're better than me than remembering Japanese hardcore bands.
I would say, first and foremost, Gold Star, number 1.
Okay.
The Stalin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like that's a band that maybe doesn't get as acknowledged as they have in ancient days. That would have been like first band you start with, Stalin, then figure everything out from there. And I agree with that hierarchy. I think that's about the best of any. Really, I'd say Japanese hardcore limiting. One of the best just 80s hardcore bands, period. I think like for that earlier style, there's like the early 80s, you have like God, or you have the Comes and LSD and a handful of bands on that label, ADK Records. If you look up ADK Records, you'll see a lot of the crucial kind of darker, maybe post-punk influenced hardcore of the first half. And then of course, as you get to the Lip Cream, I think they're the kind of led the charge of what would have turned into like the Burning Spirit sound. That's where if you look up Selfish Records, that you'll find a good stable of groups. Your your Death Sides, Auto, Gauze, they're sort of their own thing. Again, maybe they kind of bridge that gap actually between the first and second half of the 80s. So I would say Fuckheads is more of like a Stalin style record, whereas Equalizing, Distort, and Onward kind of go into that like Blur speed of the late 80s. But and of course, Judgment, Bastard, that pack of groups. You know what I will say above any band though is the books. If you look up Japanese hardcore discography, I believe Flex, which is another kind of ancient knowledge, they put out in the last few years a discography of every Japanese punk release, at least enough of them that you could figure out, and that's a very helpful resource. And yeah, I would say just go down the list and see what works, because there's so much and there's so many like small bands that didn't really get international acclaim that are really worth checking out. Swankies, Confused, Guy, how could I forget? Yeah, there's one-off releases like the State Children Flexi. It's really good. A lot of this stuff is sort of has had a difficult time keeping up with the digital era, but such is life. Any that spark your interest, Dylan?
You know what I was legitimately listening to earlier in the day?
Go on.
Gas Tank, that Dead Song OP.
Ooh.
I legitimately was like, it was like back-to-back listen.
Yes, that's a 10 out of 10
yes.
for sure. I love Gas Tank. Their later records that are kind of darker and weird are amazing. God, the Execute, bro, losing my mind over here.
Is that 450?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's all we got for the video today. We remembered the bit.
Yes.
Do you want to explain the bit? I feel like you understood it more.
The bit was, I was Dr. Melfi from The Sopranos.
Yes.
And you were Tony, and you were talking about Star Wars with Melfi, and then I just started touching on some crazy frustrations. And your dream.
There's no frustration.
Yeah, your dream was that you were C-3PO and Dr. Melfi, who was me.
Dreamed about you again.
Yeah. Was I R2-D2 in this dream again?
You were fucking R2-D2.
And you were C-3PO.
Princess Leia. I was Jabba the Hutt.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You were saying you were. And now
the serious films. I relate to Anakin.
Tony,
I relate to his struggles. That's so bad? Is that so bad?
Tony, if you can just relax. If you can explain to me one more time, I'm wearing what in your dreams?
It's a metal bikini. I captured you because you were trying to free your rebel friends, but I was 3 steps ahead of you, just like in life. I'll always be 3 steps ahead of you.
Tony. It's so stupid. It's a
If you have any questions you would like to see answered in next week's video, hit the YouTube comment section. We'll address them next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.